Hi guys, we've got a partial eclipse coming up December 22nd. What the heck does that mean for you? Tune in and I'll tell you. Hi, I'm Laura Giles with Pan Society. Thank you all for giving me a few minutes of your day. I try to give you a little something to think about, maybe something to inspire you, maybe some new knowledge or something that helps you connect the dots each time I'm here. Just to make it perfectly clear, I am absolutely not an astrologer, and I don't think you have to be to get the basics of astrology and use it to help plan your life. For me, it's like looking at the weather forecast. If you know there's a chance of rain, you take a raincoat or an umbrella, right? The same with astrology. If you know there's a high chance for communication difficulties, accidents, or relationship problems, you tread more carefully, right? I do. So that's why knowing what's going on in the heavens helps you. As above, so below. So these are gigantic planetary bodies with huge energy influences, so it helps to pay attention. So what's the energy of an eclipse? Well, eclipses are like the jokers in a deck of cards. They are wild and you never know what might show up. They're big energy, so we can't ignore them. They want us to change and they may shake us to our core to get us there. They're also really fast moving. So if you're somebody who likes to go slow, be calculated, think about stuff, this is probably not something you're going to enjoy. A really easy way to think of the moon energy is that a solar eclipse is like a new moon on crack. A lunar eclipse is like a full moon on crack. So really intense. Eclipses bring big events, big endings, and big beginnings. And Pan Society was actually birthed on an eclipse in Leo. So this is the type of energy that burns bridges. Once you move forward, a door closes and cannot be entered again. The only way left is forward. Now this might sound like doom and gloom, but it's not. If you don't like change, it probably will be hard, but it can be really joyful and pleasant. Still, the changes will also probably be pretty emotional because of that air of finality. And once it's done, it's done. It's like having a baby. It's here to stay, or graduating, or getting divorced. It's final. So when I say the change is swift, that is and isn't true. The first wave is quick, but it's processing for 6, 18, or 12 months. And it happens in waves. So don't be surprised if there are phases or layers of growth or change. We certainly are seeing this here at Pan Society. Another aspect of eclipses is the element of surprise. Now, we're talking about the moon, so that's not strange, is it? That kind of comes along with moon territory, doesn't it? So this surprise could be something you never saw coming. It could be something that shows you how the connection to the whole universe happens. I think it's delightful in that way. You might see synchronicity. And you know how full moons illuminate that which is hidden? Think of that on crack. Now that can happen too in an eclipse. Whew, surprise! Didn't see that, did you? That kind of thing. You know, whatever it is, it's likely to be way out of left field. So don't be surprised if people who are two-faced, not loyal, or not as squeaky clean as you thought get exposed. Maybe that's you. If it's you, well, maybe it's time to come clean. You can also expect things to move really fast, like I said, like a landslide or a tsunami. If you thought you were going to change jobs in a year, make it yesterday. If you plan to buy a house at some point, maybe it's now. That kind of thing. So it's a be prepared for anything type of energy. The sun plays a big part in all this too. The sun shines the light, so when it does, trust it. It's not negotiable. I know lots of people like to fool themselves. Looking the other way won't change it. It is what it is. Just look at it, whatever it is. If it's gossip, vibes, or whatever, trust it. Now, depending upon your particular natal chart, this could be a time to watch out for your health. It may illuminate weaknesses in your constitution, so it's best to take care of yourself all the time. It could also be a bad luck time for breakups. People can get phased out at this time. It's a time of cleansings, so this refers to relationships too. And if it's a solar eclipse, this is usually a strong male. And a lunar eclipse is about females, which makes sense because the sun is male and the moon is female. See how those things just flow like that? The sun is ruled by Leo. So if you are Leo, new moon solar eclipses tend to be more powerful for you. And the moon's ruled by Cancer. So if you're Cancer, you'll feel full moons and lunar eclipses more than most. And lots of people tend to hold their breath around eclipses. Remember, nothing's bad or good. It's just cleansing, and maybe not what you would have planned, but it's always for the best. The best way to respond is just that. Respond. Don't react. I'd chill and not initiate anything during the eclipse. This is one time where things are going to come to you, so you can sit back and watch the show. Now, the December 26th solar eclipse in Capricorn, which is the one coming up right now, is actually pretty beneficial because the sun and moon are aligned with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's growth, it's good luck. So whether you want expansion at work, relationships, travel, or spiritual growth, you got a rocket tied to your back. So get ready to take off. That's go, baby, go. That's the best news, and it's going to last for 6 months. So be sure to make those New Year's resolutions carefully. The energy is behind you to succeed big. Hopefully that was helpful. If so, please give us a like or subscribe, share it, and let us know. Thanks again for tuning in. Ciao.